Something you should keep in mind, an event coming up called Food for Thought. Our good friend Neil Mather is here, the executive chef from Graffitis Italian Eatery at the Holiday Inn in Canada Centre there, you know. And Nicholas Malbouf is here from Peller Estates. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Welcome. Welcome. What are you chopping up over there, my friend?
Just a little red onion.
Yeah.
Prepare a little red onion marmalade to go on our flatbread that we're going to be doing this morning.
The event is called Food for Thought, coming up on the 15th of November, correct?
That's right.
Yeah. What's it all about?
Well, it's the Canada Chamber of Commerce, and we have 14 different restaurant vendors that come out and do like a little food and wine show. We got some great wineries. We have a couple of breweries and a little bit of liquor as well.
Yeah.
So it's a one price thing. You pay $50.
That's it?
Yeah.
There's no going up to somebody and how many tickets do I need?
No, none of that.
Right?
None of that.
I like that idea.
And then we do a live auction and a silent auction with all the proceeds going to the Canada Food Cupboard, which is in dire need this year. I mean, all the food cupboards.
Food banks everywhere, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That sounds like a fun event.
We've raised $40,000 in 10 years, actually, so far. So we're looking
just like
for
that. That's a lot of food.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes down to the dollars and cents of it all.
There's great restaurants as well taking part in this. It's not just the breweries, it's not just the Holiday Inn. You have Crazy Horse, you have Bistro 54.
So local restaurants
exactly.
Getting
People
involved.
are getting involved. It's a recognized event, and it's fun for us as brewery or winery for me to show up. We have this new product called Crush.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Well, it came out last year.
Yeah.
The Grigio, Pinot Grigio, is only for restaurants.
Right, so there's some that you can get in the LCBO.
Exactly.
And some you just get in restaurants, right?
Crushed white, crushed red at the LCBO, Pinot Grigio and Merlot in restaurants.
Yeah.
It's great.
This is the Pinot.
Exactly. Pairs well with food. You can see that it's got that bit of that color to it, the hue. That comes from the skin of the Pinot Grigio, and it gives it more body and texture, so you can actually have it with food, and not just Pinot Grigio can be quite light sometimes. So.
What are you doing over there, Neil?
Doing up my the crust for the flatbread.
Oh yeah.
So a little bit of a yeast dough here.
Yeah.
And then I've got some herbs and some sun-dried tomato.
Whoa! Nice
whoa! Good catch.
Wow! We almost saw a bottle of wine hit the floor.
Thanks.
Zach, with one hand on the camera, and catches the bottle with the other.
That would have
been very well done.
Yeah. So that's going to be flatbread.
That's going to be flatbread, yeah. So I'm going to roll these out.
Would have been crushed.
Yeah, it would have been. Throw that in there.
So when you're cooking with wine, you want to use a nice, a good quality wine as well. So.
Right.
And then it helps to pair a little bit later. So I'm using some of Nicholas's crushed red here to finish off this marmalade.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to go ahead.
So can you get tickets in advance for the event? Food for Thought?
Yeah, if you go on the website, Canada Chamber, I think they'll put it up on the screen there for us.
Right.
You can just buy it right online, dead easy. And then they can either mail them out to you or they'll keep them at the door when you show up.
It's and it's nice to get involved. I know you guys do it for the great charity work that you do, but it's also nice to have people come in and sample your product. There's
Absolutely.
nothing wrong with that, right?
And it's nice. It's nice. And in Canada, I don't do many events out there. Yeah. So when we're called upon, it's what, year 4 now. I think I've been doing it with Neil.
Yeah.
Over at the Holiday Inn. So yeah, always our pleasure for sure.
It's in the ballroom, and we usually get about 300 people. So that's pretty much our capacity. So we always get a good turnout, and the auction prizes are always excellent. Usually there's some fun, packages, things going on at Scotiabank Place.
Right.
Chef table dinners
You
in
used
your
to
house.
have, what was it, the NHL there. That's right. That's what it's called. Remember that?
We used to have some prizes from them too,
Yeah. Well, you know what? And, I'm sure, that it's not the Senators' fault, but a lot of charities taking a hit with all the prizes, like tickets they used to have at silent auctions and all the things, I know I got the awesome auction for the Boys and Girls Club next week, and they were talking about 40 items that are missing from what they usually have. It's because of the strike or the lockout. All right, we're going to come back and see the finished product and talk more about Food for Thought, which, by the way, is coming up on November 15th at the Holiday Inn and Suites in Canada. Great event.